This is a different flow. I've been watching some things. Is that my hair? Hold on. Looking like Linus. Because I wash it and then I let it grow. And I hook him up. But anyway, uh, alert to a soldier's death wish. Mahdi Sea Illuminati slash the Wizards of Dog and Canine. We're going to start with the visuals when we was younger. In the sayings, dog is a man's best friend. Look at this. The dog is a man's best friend. If you watched the last video, which YouTube, I know you didn't get to see it. You probably won't be able to. Maybe somebody will copy and send it to YouTube and paste it. I hope so. That Adam is from the earth, and that the dog man and the snake man and the monkey man and the elephant man and the horse man was on the planet because of Lilith when she had sex with the beast. And this is what the birth of Illuminati is about, is that knowledge. That they was born from the beast. They was born of a screeching owl. The screeching owl came from, she screeched and she hated the fact or the idea of mixing her atomic self with other part of her atomic self. So the envy or the jealousy and the hate for the seed of man or Adam, that's the hate, not Satan and Lucifer. That was to distract you from their birth, who their mother is. And that's why they're born with no spirit of the Most High. It's not even in them. And so, now they become soul like us because we mixed with them. There's in some old Quranic books, even the Moor Science Temple, they brag about how they civilized. The Wapians, they brag about how Yaqub, the big head scientist, did this. Well, metaphorically or literally, nonetheless, he had a big head like his mama. That is my hair sticking up like that. I didn't know it grew that long. Wow. Think about that. Think about that. Help me, Father. Oh, Father, grant me the wisdom and the memory. Grant us the information that we may share this so they would know that the Illuminati is nothing to do what they think and you give them too much power. That you would help us to reveal these things that they may come back to you, Father. They may come to the sheepfold, Father. We may become that one body. And we may get up the belly of the beast and the psychology of the beast and its system. Only by your divine will and purpose may this happen because you are our protector. You are my protector. Protect us as we go to and fro and forgive us of our ignorance. Selah. So, man, the dog is man's best friend. Now, you notice that if you hurt any animal, you will go to prison. Why? Because Lilith, the human baby killer, not the kid killer like the goat or the sheep killer or the cow killer or the rabbit or the pig killer or the roach killer or the insect killer or humanity killer, the Earth's plateau killer, the killer who poisons the water killer, the killer that poisons the holy water and human blood killer, the killer that takes your joy for no reason killer. That's where that comes from. And so, and in order to be illuminated, you must turn that into beauty. You have to turn killing into beauty because your mother, Lilith, who had sex with your fathers, who were beasts, that was the great commandment between them. And for that, you become what? Illuminated. And how would you know we illuminated? Because I got hoods. So I give you a sign. Because I can't write. I got hoods to my stuff together. I got two heads, and I'm not doing that. I'm a beast first. You ever notice they're teaching monkeys to fly rockets? That's the connection. You know what I teaching dogs to rescue this and go through that? That's the connection. That's the connection. So now they become advanced because dog is man's best friend, right? So the man mixed with his dog for a secret. So you understand, Lilith is just as strong as Adam, ADAM, for the sake of basic language. They're not different. So when Adam had children with his flesh and bone, and that was his atomic self, other half, with flesh and bone, they became strong with this type of body that looks like us, man, not human. We had powers as well for the good of things, for the harmony of the planet. But the beast, when he got his form, it wasn't like this. It was in his own nature with a consciousness that which he had never known. And so in his psychology, his mother gave them the wisdom of disobedience. And with this disobedience, you'll stay illuminated. So that meant that death is beautiful. As long as you kill and market and preserve what you're killing and what you hate, you'll live forever. So here we are right now, killing and dying forever. And for that, we live in hell. And so when the Most High told Adam and Eve, do not eat from the tree of good and evil, because Lilith has already fucked shit up. And this is what she did in good and evil. Don't eat from it, nigga. He out with the father. What happened? The flesh woman, because she has part of what? The Adam in her too, which is part of the other Adam, Lilith. That genetic code got familiar and said, hey, let me go check this out. Something else is here. And that genetic code became attracted to it. I think they call it law of attraction, more or less. And he called on that attraction that was in the genetic code of Eve. And she hearkened to it because it felt familiar but knew it wasn't of her. You can come up with 1,001 pictures with that on your own. But the logic remains the same. The storyline still stays the same. And the results is, here we are. She says something in her ear on how to what? Disobey the Most High and get away with it. And she went back and told Adam about it. And when he found out about it, he was too much of not of a coward. But he didn't say, Father, I'm sorry for listening to this stuff. Because you can't unlearn something. Once you learn something, you just can't unlearn it. So Adam was guilty for something he had learned, and he couldn't unlearn it, so he hid. He ain't bite something or instant, like add Kool-Aid, add water, boom, the world fell. No. It was a process of learning. And he said, where you been? I didn't want to eat an apple and this dumbass shit. And you're like, oh, where you been? Motherfucker, I was in the kitchen eating the apple. Motherfucker, don't you know where I'm at? So since we don't talk to the creator like that, we talk man language. because he was out learning something he had no business learning. Black man. So the Illuminati, with their illumination on how to disobey the Most High and get away with it. So the woman flesh became an abomination to the nature of man. And now the man became the abomination to the nature of his spirit father and his spirit mother, wisdom. And now earthly mother don't want nothing to do with him. She's like, I'm not giving no more gifts to none of you niggas. And he put mother against daughter and father against brother. That's what that meant in the scriptures, man. In the beginning. And so it should happen in the end. And it's happening as we speak. As we speak. So now, the earth is going through her turmoils. Mother of the flesh and bone. And the atomic children, which is the Adamites, will shake off this wickedness that we've been through and the disease of our souls. And the new kingdom will be set. And we'll walk right on in. But the Illuminati's secret is the fact that they're already mixed breed of beasts. And the magic that they're using is running out. The magic's not working anymore. That's why Jesus said, they send the magician or the magi to their Jesus. That was a hidden code saying, look, the magician's coming to our city. Let him do his last magic trick and we'll sacrifice his blood to the blood gods. That's their story. They have always sacrificed their gods and their prophets and princesses and queens and daughters to their blood gods. And in that blood god's name, that you would drink his blood, you would eat his flesh, and you would have orgies and a lot of feast days, like Dionysus, who sent the women in hysteria. And like your black churches and in your temples and your mosques, you go into a hysterical, which I call praise or worship. And that is an illuminating thing to do. You see, what all this mean, man? How many times do you watch The Wizard of Oz? And he tell you to go down this yellow big road called success. And you have to dress for success. Not knowing that when you cut off your beard and you cut your hair, that was their custom to cut their fur off. Get a little bit of sun. We taught them to put cocoa olive oil on them to soothe the burning. And as they mastered it, became UV rays, lotion. They have don't have the video, they have the books. Excuse me. Matter of fact, they have the videos where they show it. And what you call it, like thing, they show that we're not like I said, we're not just about race now, we're talking about the facts. These are facts, these are historical facts, and this is why they're called the Illuminati. And this is why there's all this blood sacrifice and children, barbarian barbecue. Why the Romans had blood arenas, the Greeks had sperm orgies and parties. Same thing with Cleopatra and them. Same thing, you know. This is where all that comes from, because they're part beast, and the story is because Lilith went out into the beast field. And for that knowledge, they became illuminated. But now they learned how to create weapons. And then their knowledge as beasts advanced. Let's get this right. What do we mean by this? Our knowledge was already advanced because we are pure atomic, bone and flesh of the universe, of the whole system. We don't come from an animal genetic, even though we have the particles and elements to create matter of any sort. But since we're not the creator of all things, who are we to say this material cannot be used for that same material without being associated with that material? Without being the nature of that result. If anybody can catch up or keep their minds focused on that, on these things. Just because you use that chemical or that thing or this batch to get this result, doesn't mean that because you got that result, that same result is for every other creation. No. That batch has its limits, has its boundaries. That's that. No more. So man is not a beast or an animal. The elements and the pieces from the world, from the planets and the galaxies, those gave us our pictures and our tangible items. We get that. But the beast don't have that by pure definition of any sense of existence. They don't have that. A dog don't have that. A fish, a cat, a tree, it doesn't have that. And you're mistaking that for consciousness. If we got a frequency, if it gives off a frequency vibration, it's conscious. That's that. Now, how you interpret it, that's to each his own. Now, the Illuminati is advanced knowledge for them. This is their culture. This is how they sacrifice their gods and sperm and what y'all call porn and orgies and things like that. And that is what's beautiful for them. That it is their world. That's how they built their nation, how they became warriors and conquerors of things of their nature. But now their brains are they're evolving because of what we taught them and how you guys had sex with them and keep keeping them and keep advancing their genetic code. Every time you have sex and drop sperm in there, you advance their genetic codes, and you leave a piece of your frequency with them that they can collect and share with each other and advance on. And so, oh man, I'm off track. They can advance on. So now that advancement, because they're a warrior in nature, they like blood. Nature of a dog, nature of a hawk. These are prey. They hunt. You know what I mean? Especially when the atomic woman decided she didn't want to be with the atomic man. So she went out there as a screeching owl. So if she went out there by herself, she had to eat. If she went out there as a screeching owl, she had to hunt. And so if she's screeching, there's other animals out there to hear that she could mate with to heal her heart or feed her desire. So we know that beast has the ability to create or advance technology, i.e. war weapons, things that poison the earth, things that poison humanity, because the mother/father hated humanity. It's not a part of humanity. They just hated the fact of the word of the Most High order. So that perpetual hate starts there. And part of their power and illumination is into artificial intelligence. And if it's not from the Most High's wisdom, it's artificial intelligence. And Lilith, the baby taker, created a nation through artificial intelligence. So now they're a nation of have beasts and atomic energies called demons. or solar spirits, they took their rage and their war weapons, because that's all they know. Death. That's all they know. And they used their four legs, two legs, fur, whatever it is that the animal self had provided with them through their natural process. Now they're thinking like sun children. They're thinking like gods. They're thinking like this and that. So now they're becoming like God. They're doing things that make you feel like they're God. They're coming up with stories that sounds like they're gods. They can say stuff that sounds so godly that you believe that it comes from God. And so these whispers and sounds um, confuses people, confuses the soul, because they don't know the great secret. The great secret also consists of ignorance, your desire not want to search for Most High with your heart. Then you would know that it's a beast, it's an animal, a little animal. It has no fangs, nothing really. And if it do, you can send it a Scooby snack and it'll run through the corner. Now, when you watch The Wizard of Oz, you go through the yellow brick road, success. You got Dorothy, the pale-skinned girl. You got the lion, courage, Tin Man, heart. You gotta look at these pieces. And the scarecrow. No, the Tin Man, heart. Oh yeah, Tin Man, heart. And the scarecrow, brain. Scarecrow, no brain. But Dorothy only got the dog Toto. This is the Illuminati story right here. The man with no courage is the same man with no heart. Tin Man. It's the same man with no brain who will let a white girl with a little dog mislead you to hell. And you're all off to go see the wizard in the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You have all the little munchkins and Santa Claus and the toy makers and the shit, the exotic looking things. And it's okay. And the funny oompa dee doo. I got a message strictly for you. If you do not listen to ya, it's gonna be the last time we see ya. Yeah. You're actually in the land of Oz right now. And the pale-skinned woman with her little dog called Fashion got you niggas going crazy. Sarge Walker, don't he get that girl in the Barbie house? And she like this. Hey, Kobe, didn't you marry a wife? White, pale skin? Magic Johnson, pale skin? Wiz Khalifa. Then she calls herself the baddest bitch, Amber Rose. Pale skin with her little dog. Oh, y'all didn't get that message, huh? Oh, y'all didn't know y'all living in the land of Oz. The Illuminati created. Y'all ever noticed the dog was the whole motivation and that the whirlwind was in Kansas, of all places? What is Kansas biblically? So now that humanity is going up this yellow big road behind this pale-skinned girl named Dorothy with her dog, and you have the wizard that you never saw dictate everything around you. And you're spending all your life and all your soul with no courage, no heart, no brain. And you're going to go see the wizard, not looking for the Most High Yah. That's what's happening right now. That's the prophecy. And this is the end time. Because now we're going to tell you who the wizard is. His description, his mentality, his whole creation, his whole plan. And you're going to be like, wow, I really had no courage. Wow, I really had no heart for real. Wow, with all my bachelor's and master's degrees and my money that I paid for, my rap music, I really didn't even have a brain. I let a pale-skinned female who's born of naturally, literally of a beast, literally, we ain't making nothing up, who has a beast telling you where she come from in her hand. What I come from in my hand is this dog. Here I got 3 niggas following me, one with no heart, one with no brain, and another one with no courage. This is some bullshit. You get the picture? Somebody's watched this. Oh, you get that picture, man. Did you get that picture? That's happening right now. In the land of Oz, you can do it. You've seen anything and everything in the land of Oz. And then they prepared you for Atlanta, the chocolate factory, the booty hole. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, up the Milky Way. Now, when you look at the chocolate hole and the Hershey, yeah. Literally, they made the movie for it. Y'all watched it, and they told y'all what was about to happen. That's what they're called, the Illuminati. Amongst themselves, they aren't this happy hustle. That shit was ingenious. Glory be to the Most High Yah, that we're not infected by that. So after the wizard / Illuminati sends all their police and witches, you get the wicked witch. Don't forget about the flying monkeys. That monkey, you know that monkey that's fly with all the bling around his neck, sitting on the big rims. And it's always a female witch. Girl, he ain't shit. He ain't got no money. That witch thing. She don't even got a broom herself. At least this witch had a broom. You ever seen a so-called black woman or pale-skinned female talk all that shit and she ain't even got a broom herself? That's some funny shit. But managed to have them flying monkeys, though. Throw some water on them, something pure. Oh, I ain't melty. See, as soon as you get a pure man, I ain't melty. Well, she called a wizard. What do he do? Send the police. Remember the Wiz? Remember the Wiz, Michael Jackson's version? When the black witch sat on the toilet, the gutter. What she sent? Her flying monkey with some black guys who had the police on it. You know what I mean? That's the police. So the nigga version and the beast version, the Wiz and the Wizard. In Oz, Land of Oz. Same story. And I'm telling it. So the Illuminati is this. The big secret. That we are dogs. We are beasts. We are godless. We don't have a God. We don't know what a God is or what it does. Because we don't know what one is, we'll make one up ourselves and sell that too. Because our goal as Illuminati is to keep you away from your God. We don't want you to know him. Our mother didn't want you to know God. Why would we want you to know? Why would we teach you God and our mother didn't want to do what God said? Called Lilith. It's in history, man. It's in the fucking books. If you want to know what's going on right now, why is all this hate and the separation and family and things, if you just research it yourself. And this video, and the last video we made for Facebook, look at it, listen to it, and then go to the books. Some of it I showed you off your phone. Lilith did not want to lay with Adam. This is the beginning of new light. Eve is not even born yet. There's no in the beginning in Eve. No, it wasn't even no Eve, man. It was atomic man and it was atomic woman. And the atomic woman did not want to follow the nature of man laying with woman. And then that was the birth of what y'all call homosexuality, but it's called androgynism, I believe. Or the same sex, like Lucifer get the male and female anatomy. That's where that comes from. He was the firstborn of the beast. And their job or their nature is to lay with same sex. That's what beasts do. Cows smell each other's ass, lick each other's ass, literally. They don't have a wash rag. So when you see somebody really licking ass and things like that nature, then you know that is of the Lilith, the disobedient, and the beast who created humanoids, artificial intelligence. And they got advanced because of us being greedy, being godless and lawless like them. We gave them the tools and the willpower to create it. We did that, Adamites. We're not black, white, this or that. We're Adamites. We're atomic beings, wrapped up in flesh and blood and bone and water and elements. And when the female version of the Adam born of earth and elements and universe didn't want to lay with man, then man was given a female that's made from flesh and bone. We made this video already, but we'll remind you though. Eve doesn't come in because she's from the flesh and bone of the atomic perfection already. The feminine perfection rejected. She went across her boundaries. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I'm going to give it to you. I'm telling you what we're looking at. When she crossed her boundaries, and she crossed the boundaries of nature, because by nature, she wanted to what? Mate. But she wasn't going to mate like God wanted her to mate it. So she made it how she wanted to mate. So the black woman to this day does what? What the fuck she want to do. And if we don't get her long hair like her mother, we don't get her long nails like her mother, we don't fuck her and sex her and suck her like her mother, she goes where? To the beast. What's that? Money, shoes, cars, clothes, the pale skin, everything that hates God. And you fallen niggas, you go out there and you hustle and work and go to prison just to support that shit. And then when the real Adamites come and tell you you're wrong, now you want to kill a nigga to protect that fuck shit. So you can keep acting like what? The dog, the cat, the rat that your mother had sex with. That's why homosexuality around our children is so okay now. So the Illuminati, that's what they do. That's what they are. It's nothing special. It's not the secret. It's because you motherfuckers in the land of Oz or in the land of Wiz Can't see that you're the coward in the movie. You are the heartless in the movie. You are the brainless in the movie. And we got this pale-skinned female in the movie to mislead you while she stroked her dog. And you want equal rights and civil rights, and you want niggas to go march and die for this and cry for that. Fuck no. You're giving children hand signals and shit. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Big ups, Illuminati, because now we know who the fake fuck niggas is. Throwing up signs and shit, they don't know what the fuck it is. And then call y'all and conjure y'all up and y'all spirits up, and then get mad when their babies get sacrificed. Oh, but God bless me with this money, though. Yeah, but look how many people died. And then lie about how you was hustling and working so hard, but meanwhile, 3 of your fucking family members died. And they left your little house or some shit. Now you on the front. And then go try to sell the drugs to keep it, because that ain't who you are. You really found out that you lazy with no skills, and you need some bitch to take care of you, because she's going to stay on your ass and bite you if you don't. Or your little puppy that Dorothy's been carrying around in the whole movie. No heart, no courage, no brain. But here's the funny part. The end game, the end of the story, the end of the world. Prior to the kingdom, new kingdom coming on earth, is this. The wizard that they've been controlling all y'all all this time is some little guys with no soul, no spirit of the Most High, with no wisdom of nothing. We took his power away. It's over already. It's done. He's exposed. We know what he looks like when they made the movie and they show, oh man, what's this little nigga, and it was all fake. Yup. Everything you're doing and chasing and investing, all this is all an illusion. Bitcoin is all an illusion. That's just going down. Because you put the material over righteousness, just like Lilith did. And you sacrifice the babies. That's what's called sing them a lullaby. That's what y'all did. Sister Ryer just in the news posted about a 4-year-old getting shot in the head. How? How, Lilith? Children of Lilith and the devil and demons. That's why Satan and Lucifer giggle at y'all folks, man. They'll place the blame on the wrong folks. With no investigation, no right to speak, man. I don't shut the fuck up. A lot of times, that's why a lot of y'all get in trouble. Associating Satan and Lucifer with shit ain't got nothing to do with. The devil, the demons, and the wicked spirits are from Lilith. Why do you think Drake got the owl on his chest? Duh! Man. The devil's all-seeing eye is his system. Watching to make sure that you hate the Most High. If you don't hate if I can't see you hating God, we ain't fucking with you. You're gonna starve on this planet. Y'all didn't get that yet? That's why it's called a pyramid scheme. You didn't get that yet? Now, one motherfucker died on top of a pyramid in Egypt. Y'all didn't get that yet, huh? Y'all didn't get that yet. K9, baboon worship in Egypt. How you think the monkey got dog teeth, nigga? Where do you think the idea of vampires came from? This is not a rap song. Blood sucking, blood banks. The scripture said, do not sell your blood, man. That is your life. Because every time you give blood, they use that same blood and genetic in the plasma of the sun to destroy your fuck asses, man. And then give you a name brand called Gucci. And then take out insurance on your ass and then kill you and then bubble up on you. It's called the book of death. That's the book of death is how to hustle people that dies. In other words, the book of the dead is like this. This is why they're illuminated. This is why they have control over life and death in their world, in this world. It's in the book of Jasher, those that don't want to believe it, but this is why it's in the fucking king's tombs in Egypt. Let me get there real quick. I gotta get my space there. The reason how I got to the book of the dead. Anubis, once again, the dog, which is what? The beast who loved dead shit, the dog. What is pictured about? The dog. So Anubis, the black dog, with pale skin still, nonetheless, no matter what the dog was, he still had pale skin up under it. That's that. When he found out how to sell souls and hand them down to the spirit world of the underworld, which was Lilith. See, when Lilith was born and Adam was born, they didn't die. There was no death. There was only disobedience. And that was a death in itself. So there was a realm of disobedience that we call death to this day. So in this realm, the gifts was to send me my gifts, my libations. Like they would say, HOSEA. The water libation to a tree. And so a point of the blood was a libation. And your heart was fucked up amongst a feather, because the feather represent life, nature. The Most High's will was the truth, the 10 Commandments. And if you didn't have the 10 Commandments or the feather of life versus your heart, your desire, meaning blood, murder, hate, envy, jealousy, wickedness, then what was on your heart would go down. And the dog would devour that heart. And the alligator have hippo. So back to the original story. We made them Illuminati. There's nothing new. There's nothing a secret. So back to what? The worship of what? A half man and a half what? Hawk. Half man, half what? Dog. Half man, half stork. How that happened? Because Lilith, the Adam, had sex with animals. So you have humanoids or human beasts. Yoslings. Look that up. Before Neanderthals came. The evolution from Yosling is Neanderthal. The evolution from Neanderthal is caveman. The evolution from caveman is humanoid. The evolution from humanoid is what? Humankind. It's in the word. And my mouth breathe life and death. So when I tell you a word, investigate it. Humankind. Man of the earth, humankind. His mother was from the earth, but he was a kind of a human. That's what you get, Adamites, Israelites, Ishmaelites, Because we're what? Adamites, the first people, Afro-Asiatic land from what? The rising of the sun. So they're illuminated because the sun reflects in the moon. So they're illuminated. So, matter of fact, does not the moon illuminates or illuminates? Isn't it illuminated? And this is when you see this moon, it's illuminating, ain't it? And when you look at the moon, Islam, with the star of Venus in the middle, magi, astrologers, magicians, once again, who taught them the magic and how to wash up, shave, cosmetics, or the mask era, big eyelashes and the long fingernails, and the Botox, and I got to have a nice booty. Oh, y'all didn't see the development, huh? Y'all missed the story. See, that's the scarecrow, no brain, the Tin Man, no heart, no courage, the lion. How does it feel to be black? Let me give you some lemonade. Think about this. I'm gonna ask you again. When I come back, I'm gonna ask you again, whoever watched this video, you have to ask yourself, how good does it really feel to be black and proud? Let's take a 30-second break. Illuminati. How does it feel to be black and proud? Throwing up Crip sign, man. I think that shit cool, huh? Only thing you doing is letting the Most High know in the 24 elders of time and what's really on your heart. So when the dog do come, that pale skin, and he come with his law, you say, hey, I'm a black man, and I'm a this, and he said, yeah, we know already. Pow! And then eat you, literally. Drink your blood, literally. Turn your melanin into their shit at $1,000 a gram and sell that shit. That's the epitome of black culture. That's all why you exist. You are food to your Egyptian god Anubis, the Book of the Dead. That's why it's called personal. You are a person of interest. You are human capital. And as long as you live like that, we're going to always exist, they said. Until your creator comes, we know we're gone. We're okay with that. That's you. It's not going to be cool. Okay, well, where you going? And since it's on your heart to live like the Illuminati and throw signs up and wear their clothing and stuff like that, that's cool. And worship their icons. Big up to the iconoclast people. We say tear all that shit down. Tear it all down like Abraham did. Throw all the icons down. Oh, let me stop. There is no mercy, no crimes for you, man. Mothers, I gotta stop crying for them. The Most High said it, it's written. Who cries more than Mother Earth? She's lost billions of sons and daughters to this Lilith, to the seed of demons and devils. And Satan, meaning accuser, That's his job, to go around here and devour you and seek you to devour you. And like any good son, what do you say? Patrol my father's creation, meaning the earth. Don't you protect your father's hustle, man? Or your father's, or did it say honor your mother and thy father? What do you think Satan doing? That's the name of Satan, Satan. He gonna say something and tear shit out your soul. We came, we told you, we showed you. Now we're going to accuse you before man and the Most High. Then Lucifer, the illuminated one, the smokeless fire one, he going to ride on his horse and burn Lilith, this planet and everything in it, called the Destroyer. And y'all think this is a game, man? And we're watching it, though. I'm sitting here watching. I'm telling you what I'm looking at right now, literally. I'm telling you what I'm looking at right now. Right now, I'm always looking at it. I couldn't tell you. I'm made of flesh and bone just like y'all. With Most High's will, you shoot me in my head, I'll be done, you know. But since we're sincere, we're being honest, we're being truthful, and we did the research and the investigation, and we got the picture. The Illuminati is a beast, is an animal, and everything that you know right now is his world, his will. That's from inside of him. I sent you the book, the keys to the wisdom or some shit like that. Everything outside of you, so-called black man and black woman, is the beast heart. And you fucked up. For those who's listening and living today, you have a chance to work what's inside of you, and we can manifest that new kingdom from our heart out. We're protected by the Most High, man. The Most High said we're allowed to do that. He's on our hearts and on our minds all day, every day. And the 24 hours, or the 24 elders will confirm that. That's the mission. You say, well, how can we do it now? Then. So with the 10 Commandments. You say, how can we keep on doing it though? These are our children. Add 42 laws of Ma'at. So if everybody start with me, everybody start with them, I'm sure when we meet up and talk again, something will change within this next 24 hours. That's 24 elders' job. That ain't hard, man. It don't cost you no money, none of that. And if you're throwing up a sign, even a peace sign means something crazy. Let it be pure. Create a new sign if that's because some people can't talk, some people can't read, some people just ain't not getting it. So if you're gonna create something, create a new sign that's harmony and peace. You know, like we creating up new words like happy hustle, dapper die. Instead of trap or die, dapper die. God bless another dat instead of God bless another trap. Fuck that. Yeah, bless another dat. So I come up with a mixtape. I'm just making these things up as we go. Dapperlicious. Things that we go through, man, we come out, man, we still come out dapping. Boom, boom. Yeah, it might be dramatic, but at the end of it, or in the middle, it's dappable, man, you dap it. So that's the secret. There is no secret. That's the secret for real. There's not a secret. Oh, and if you want to find some more information on the facts of the Lilith children laying with, Adamites is laying with beasts like the Lilith children, go to Moors and wild men. There were ancient paintings of the Moors, the Moabs and Ammonites and the Hittites, the dark-skinned race, the black man, quote unquote. I don't care what language he spoke or his religion. The fact is, since the black man's God, You went out there fucking them damn dogs and stuff with your horny asses. And sheep too. You talking about the pale skin was doing that. Yeah, you was there too. Getting rich. Taking over kingdoms and villages. That's how it happened. That was the root of their power. The dog people and the ape people, y'all saying they was fearless. They was beasts. They didn't have no fear about dying. They didn't have the law of the Most High in their spirits and their heart. They didn't care about death. Because on the other side of the fence, Adam, Eve, Seth was telling them, we don't live like that. Thou shalt not kill your brother. We're not beasts. That's tough. Cain slayed Abel. Man had no sin. The first man had no sin, did nothing wrong. Went to the Most High like myself with a pure heart, sincere heart, and said, here, Father, thank you for everything I got. Because without you, I wouldn't even be able to offer you this gift. And Most High said, thank you, Abel. Cain went in there and said, look, Father, I got this gift. Look, I did this. I fed the sheep. I did this to them. I did that. And Most High said, you did this? He said, yeah. He said, I don't want it. That's what happened. Then the envy and the jealousy came in because your gifts you gave the Most High was impure. It was me, 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 me. How we know? Because in this New Testament, it said, well, we cast out demons and we did this and we did that. And what the Messiah say? Like his father said. And I'm saying like my father said. You did that on your own accord. You made it seem like you had all the material. You conjured up the atoms and the waters and the airs, and you put this shit together, and you just gonna sell it to anything and treat anybody like any fucking way. And now you want me to what? Get the fuck out of here. And I don't hear your prayers either, nigga. We ain't listen to that bullshit. It's not even on your heart. There ain't nothing new under the sun. This ain't the first earth. This is the fourth one. With no investigation, no right to speak, no right to teach. Excuse me. None of that. We have to get the picture. Thank you, Imam, Uma, to my true Muslim brothers and family, Hebrew Muslim brother family, who have to investigate before they speak. Without no investigation, no right to speak or teach, man. Y'all know who y'all is, man. Admit you don't know. Let's get into the fold of knowing. And don't get mad because you don't know. Don't get mad because you made a mistake. But if it ain't in your lane to advance our people and move us into the new kingdom, whether we live to see it or not, you shouldn't be teaching, man. So all you guys with them crosses and them unks and them stars and Star of Davids, throw them away now, ASAP, or stop teaching. That's what the Most High said. Whatever my father say, I support that. And all our brothers and sisters support that same thing. Because your icons is killing our people. Your icons is misleading the babies. And with them icons, fake, it's fucking shit up. That's the Illuminati. They are dogs. Cats, rats, horses, whatever you want to call it. That's what they are. All right, facts. It's in the Bible. Satyr, S-Y-T-R-E. Jackal, in the book of Hosea, book of Isaiah. This is where you're going to find it. In Isaiah, the prophet tells you that the jackal, dog, Dorothy, the jackal, the screeching owl, Lilith. Then it goes into the satyr, the half man, the half horse. That's why they like what? Big asses or donkeys. That's why the black woman got high heels to walk like what? A horse. Or to walk like what? A jackass. And that's why they changed Dorothy's hair into long hair, like what? A ponytail. The science is all there. Don't take my word for it. we're going to close this video out. Tell you we love you. If this video don't make sense, if you can't research it and see it, if you can't do it, if you can't fix it, we'll drop all these videos. We will not speak, teach, nothing, no more. But if it come to pass and you see that it works and you find out that it is true because you see it, not because I said it, because we read no Bible, nothing, but the fact that the picture fits the audio, that makes for a good movie. So let's move on this, please. Just can't fold more heads and saying now. May the Most High keep you safe and as you go to and fro your destination. Because I truly do love you guys. Heavenly Father, let this word permeate through your people's ears. Let it find rest and plant good seeds on their heart. And let your divine wisdom give it its increase. By the power of the Spirit I come, and to the prophets before me and not to me, we say thank you. Say love, family. We out.